welcome to Players in Exile. My name's Phil. Whilst I've been on holiday, the trailer for Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves dropped, and I thought I would actually use the channel just to give you my thoughts on it, given that we played Dungeons and Dragons on holiday. I play it by text, I play it on Roll20 every Wednesday, so I'm quite excited for this, as you might tell. The trailer opens with 4 of our 5 heroes. We have Simon the Sorcerer, played by Reggie Jean Page. I hope I got that even close to being correct. I'd have thought Simon the Sorcerer was copyrighted. It was a computer game back in the day, but obviously not. In the background, you have Tiefling, Tiefling Druid, played by Sophia Lillis, called Doric. Chris Pine in the front here is playing Edgin, who is a bard. And this is Michelle Rodriguez playing Holger, who is a barbarian. So it looks like here, actually, the druid Simon's possibly an elf or a half elf, judging by his ears. And then you've got a couple of humans. So you've got a tiefling, perhaps an elf or a half elf, and a couple of humans. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to stop and start quite a lot because there's a lot going on. Here they're in an arena that turns into a shifting maze, and we'll see that a little bit later on in the trailer. But it jumps very quickly. There we go. So I think this might be the same arena, and that is a Displacer Beast. It's a fantastic looking Displacer Beast. And this is 3 members of the party jumping into a gelatinous cube. But obviously they've opted to go into a skin rotting gelatinous cube rather than face the fury of the Displacer Beast. Already super exciting. Gelatinous cube, Displacer Beast. Let me go back a bit. Here you see Simon the Sorcerer casting a spell which is possibly Thunderwave. And this helmet, you see them steal this helmet a little bit later in the video. This looked like some sort of dimension door. This is a black dragon. That looks like Fireball. Now we get to so I'm not great with my locations in Dungeons and Dragons, but I think this could be Waterdeep. And that is a hot air balloon with someone's picture over here. That's the arena, so that's probably Hugh Grant, who plays a rogue in the series. And obviously they're on a boat travelling towards the city.
Here's the thing, we're a team.
Check the dragon statue here. I think that appears a little bit later. Still only the four heroes in this scene, so maybe the paladin actually joins them a little bit later on. There's some banners here. Not sure what they are, but this sort of... So what are those people running away? So are they running away whilst they're heading towards the danger?
Of thieves. And when you do that...
This looks like the Underdark. There's the paladin. And there's now the 5 of them.
This. You're bound to make enemies.
There's the helmet that we see Simon the Sorcerer using to cast a spell.
Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
Here's the black dragon spewing acid everywhere. You watch the ground start sort of steaming with acid, and then there's trebuchets launching fireballs. Well, bottles of fire, I guess.
Truth be told, we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing.
So this is the person who they're talking about when they say we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing. She's possibly a red wizard of Thay, as we'll see the bad guy in a moment. Well, the ultimate bad guy looks like also looks like a red wizard of Thay. I have no idea what this horn is. So here we have the sort of the head wizard. I don't know what you would describe him as, using the horn. The red wizard of Thay weird because he looks like a priest to me. So maybe they are kind of a priestly wizard order.
We didn't mean to.
You can see the marks on his skull, and you can see obviously the magic where he's starting to use the horn.
The greatest evil the world is.
There's a great picture of him here. found a picture online that looks an awful lot like this, which I think it may be based on. I also found a picture, which I will put up on the screen, of the female character as well, who I think might be Freya, from what I can work out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's an awesome looking shot.
Ever known?
These obviously a whole sort of army of Red Wizards of Fae casting some sort of shield spell.
But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best. You need to give us a fighting chance. We're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know.
I mean, we just saw some snow area there. Was that Icewind Dale, maybe? The prison I know they've made up just for the purposes.
You don't.
Bit of barbarian action there. There's the paladin in all his glory.
We also need courage.
Can I go back a bit here, because I think this is possibly the most controversial bit for other YouTubers. He kind of launches his sword off of a dagger. Now, I actually own a two-handed sword that has a dagger that comes out of the hilt, but nothing like that style. You've got to wonder how that would even work. I suppose it's magic. Magic makes everything work.
Magic.
There's his casting Thunder Wave.
And you. What is that again? It's an owlbear.
So we just rewind that slightly. I thought I'd let that section play out because it's quite interesting. You see, she turns from a horse into an owlbear and then back into herself riding.
And you. What is that again? It's an owlbear.
Interestingly, in 5e, you can't, as a druid, turn into an owlbear. You can only turn into beasts. I think an owlbear is a monstrosity. I wonder if in 5.5 they're actually going to correct that and mean that you can turn into an owlbear, because wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be good if you could recreate the video in the game, which you can't at the moment?
Let's go!
But this looks like the dragon from the square that has been animated. So you can see it's stone, but with sort of gold flecks in it, and obviously the eyes are alive. But that certainly looks like the dragon that they were walking past in the scene we saw a little bit earlier on.
Be warned.
This looks like a dimension doorway.
There is.
This. Oh no, it's just a rope. I thought it was a rope trick for a second. It's just a rope hanging down. They've just come down a rope, haven't they? Let's be honest.
There is.
I don't know the name of the city. This looks like the home of the drow. It begins with B, doesn't it?
Evil here.
Go back. This is cool. This is what looks like a warlock. And is it flaming, a sort of green flame or green flaming sword?
I'm glad he's on our side.
Oh, there's interesting. I've missed this bit before.
Evil here.
You see what looks like the warlock with the green flaming sword.
I'm glad he's on our side.
And then she says, glad he's on our side, and the paladin is back to back with him. So is that another character that joins the party later on? This is the same thief woman who I think is a Red Wizard of Thay who betrays them, casting something like lightning bolt, fireball and shield. I'll show that again. Fireball coming from a Red Wizard up there, you can see.
This one's dangerous.
Get back. There he is. There's Hugh Grant. He's playing a rogue, who obviously runs this arena that seems to be a shifting maze, which is very reminiscent of the old Dungeons and Dragons movie that nobody liked and wasn't very good, that we don't talk about.
This one's dangerous.
Classic mimic. Watch how the mimic moves. Sticks out its pseudopod and drags itself around, which is kind of cool.
But whatever happens, we'll be ready.
Right, let's just recap this. There's a lot goes on in this video.
Whatever happens.
So now you can see a little bit better shot as they all dive in. You can see the skeleton in the gelatinous cube. This, I don't know if you can actually catch her. I think this is when they realise they've been backstabbed, or they are fighting her. The druid, I think, here looks like she's turned into a Black Panther. The wizard is obviously casting some kind of spell, and the barbarian looks like she's about to smash with a magical axe. That's an interesting purple shadow on the axe blade there. I think that's what that is. You see the owlbear again, and you see the wizard uses Misty Step. This is a particularly famous red dragon whose name I don't know, but I know it is a name.
We'll be ready.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
And you get the classic right at the end. Chris Pine doing his little skip kick. I'm going to show that again. There he is, in midair. Skip kick.
Relevant.
Playing the lute. Very bard-like. So, loads to unpack in that trailer. I presume we're going to get loads more. But that's just... it seems quite comedic, much like Thor Love and Thunder, I think. They've packed an awful lot in there. You've got a druid who is shape-shifting. You've got wizards using the particular spells that we know and love. You've got a bard being a bard in the way that we know and love. You have the barbarian doing barbarian type things. I'm not sure how that arena fits in, but they seem to also travel to all the right locations that we've got in Dungeons and Dragons. I think it's going to be a fanboy's dream. Whether it's a good movie or not, who knows. I think they've put a lot of effort into making it the Dungeons and Dragons movie that people want. I just hope it is a good movie as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back and join me again next time.